going to be joined by someone in a bit. But while waiting on them, I'm going to get things set up. I hope you are doing well. No, I don't want to do that one. Alright, but I hope you are doing well. Still a bit stressed, but I'm doing pretty well. Just got the link there. Looks like I'm live, so let's bring up today's question of the day. That's an interesting one to think about. Let me see here. Just get things going while I'm waiting for the other stuff to show up. Let's see. Okay. Since it's up in both places, I'm gonna get the question of the day pinned on one side. As soon as the other person's back, I'll have them pin it on the other. Alright. Welcome back. Hey, we're live, but it's just the starting soon, so they aren't gonna hear you. That's correct. Yeah. But go ahead and pin today's question of the day over on Twitch. I handled that over on YouTube. Right now I'm just working on sending out the links. And I've also been thinking about how I would answer today's question of the day. That's good. And hey, Mara. Yeah. But it is a new one, and I'm glad that that it finally put up a new question, because my little thing generating that only has 95 questions, and there's been some that have been repeated already. No, it's more so that it's randomly selected through the random number generator. But yeah, I don't really get that, Mira. Like, I see you putting in 3 things, but... Oh. That, the 3 apps. Yeah. It took me a while to finally translate that back to the... It took me a while to translate that back to the question of the day. Funny me sometimes. Yeah. Besides, I am still busy trying to get up the initial message. Share out with Discord. Yeah. 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 And I think Mira said something. Let's see. You mean some from Harry Potter there, Mira? Because I remember us talking about roles in Mashal related to Harry Potter. Alright, so I should have it. Alright. Alright, let's see. Yeah. And that's how it usually is a lot in the mornings. Yeah. Thanks. Let's see. Alright. I'm talking to Starry right now, Mira. You won't be able to hear her until things officially get started. I know, but I told you before with how often I have to recreate the Discord source that discourages me from doing that. Well, it does kind of have that, otherwise I wouldn't have a restream profile, but... Yes. Let's see. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get things situated right now, you know. Okay, use stream promo. you go. Now both of my links should be in your server story. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. And of course, as you know, I don't do too much description. I'm like, this is the game I'll be starting or continuing shortly. Come and chill with me. Well, it would have been if Starry didn't want to join in, but she had her choice there, and typically it is a solo stream a lot of the times, Mira. Yeah. I know. I know, Mira, but right now it's Starry. Alright. Got it. No, not quite. Got 2 more places. Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about this right now, though, Mira. Be careful there, Mira. I feel like timing you out right now. Alright. Nothing to... Just be better about it, Mira, because I don't want to have to discipline you. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna... Thanks. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a drink, and if anybody hasn't answered today's question of the day yet, which should be pinned, feel free to. And while I'm away, Starry, be sure to entertain everyone in chat. Just remember, you can't say anything right now, so you'll have to do it through text. Be right back, everyone. Alright, everyone, I'm back. Let me get the game up and then we'll switch on over. Alright. I forgot to do that. At least I got muted before the game showed up. You did, huh? That's too bad. Alright. Here we are, everyone. Good morning, and I hope you are doing well. I have a friend with me, Starry.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. I'm here. I also streamed 6 hours yesterday, and I'm probably streaming 8 today. Yay. Yay for the grind. Gotta love it. Gotta love being unemployed.
I'm excited to get into more of this game. Like, I'm not too sure how long I'll stick with it, because there's mechanics that scare me to the point where I think I might have to drop it, but I'm enjoying the exploration, so it's kind of a toss-up there.
Oh. So, it's harder for you to handle?
Well,
the controls?
Yes, some of things, like, you see me doing quite a bit, yes, but if you saw what things were like in the tutorial dungeon, which I think was like a flash forward, you'd understand my worries. So let's see, save here so that my guy has these have what they need. The last time I was trying to get through this area up here. What being checked? Oh well. No, I don't. And I wish.
Just vibe, Mira. Let's just vibe. It's a nice, chill Tuesday morning. Just chill with your anime games.
Yep, exactly. And I don't like how fast travel is here. I have to hold this button to do it. Okay, so this way.
マナエナジー残り半分です。計画的な運用を心がけてください。
I don't want to fight you, pal. I just want to get up here. There we go.
魔物の生息地に侵入。数で押されると危険です。警戒してください。
Now I should be able to get somewhere.
これ獣草。これちょっと苦手かも。
Oh my god. I don't want to fight you right now.
エナジーがあってもちょっと辛いかも。
エナジーコア問題なく稼働中ですが、可能な限り早急に離れることを提案します。
もっと。
31. Darn it. This isn't good. Oh, there's something good. that one. I don't know.
これって
Okay, there it is.
Please. If I need to go like midway through the stream, Bryce, I can. I just want peace today. I'm still very emotionally upset about
That's
what happened
fine.
on Friday.
That's
Okay,
fine.
I'll stay here for now, but yeah, I need it to be peaceful, please.
And I hope that you respect that wish too, Mira. There are special sealed areas you may find while exploring by destroying all the objects. Yeah, I know that, and I'm sure, but we just want. There's special sealed areas you may find while exploring. By destroying all objects floating around the sill, it will. No, let's see. Around at the sill will be unlocked, allowing you to obtain the rewards inside. Well, I know that, but I'm trying. There we go. There's that. Okay. Now.
この辺り何かありそう。ちょっと見てみよう。
Let's see. And then this part I don't like. See how the bars get in my way? No. Okay, there we go. Come on. Seriously, why do that?
What?
I'm trying to hit that thing, and this mode just makes it all a bit harder.
I can see your chat, sweetie. It doesn't matter, I'm not sure why. But I can see you here in the chat, so that's what matters.
目的地を選んでください。
Let's see. Let me just make this wider. Just still with it, Mira. Gotta be some other way for me to. There we go, finally.
エナジーがあるとはいえ息苦しいな。アイラは平気？うん、まだ大丈夫。けど早く抜け出したい。
There we go. I see.
何が入ってるのか
On there. Okay, so I'm at 30%. I don't want to deal with that puzzle again, so I'm saving here even though it's a dangerous spot.
Well, be careful, honey. And sorry, I had to mute real quick because I had a little bit of a laughing.
な何これ
Yeah, you're fine.
ちゃん交代
But thank you. At least I'm feeling better. What's going on?
I see. Mira, please chill.
I'm not feeling better. I know, Mia. Just try, take a deep breath and relax and enjoy the stream. You're not being excluded. I know what that feels like, and you're not being excluded. Or at least not by me or Bryce.
何これ向こう側が壊れてるのかな
It's going at a slow pace is best so that wounds don't get opened again on anyone's end.
And if you keep this...
2025's been rough enough already, so let's be gentle. And your turn, honey.
Yeah. Try to do that again, then I'm allowing Starry to time you out, since I want to focus on the game.
Alright. I will follow your directions, oh Lord Bryce. I am trying to get better at following directions. That's part of why I didn't do well at
荷
work.
物の整理とかしたいな
マナエナジ
I'm
ー
such a
補充
brat
完
most of
了
the time, and that's fine, but I gotta keep my shit together too.
Alright. So that should be enough to deal with that. But yeah, I still hate how I have to hold to do the teleport.
まだ
マナエナジー残り半分です。計画的な運用を心がけてください。
Okay, not that way. In this game, unfortunately, it's kind of something that you have to deal with.
魔物の生息地に侵入。数で押されると危険です。警戒してください。
Oh, that's good.
おや虫は苦手何これ
I hate all the backtracking I've gotta do here.
I know, right? It's fine if it's really well thought out backtracking, or even for, like, a story canonical purpose, perhaps. But if it's not, but if there's not, like, some kind of, like, purpose for the plot, I don't like it. And it's, even when it has, like, a loose plot, like Donkey Kong 64, or even Conquer. at times had you backtracking in really weird ways.
Yeah.
And just
In terms of this game, I wish that they had a teleport point next to this place, but they don't. I have to backtrack like that all the time. Good work, another fantastic success.
うまくいってよかった。これで他のみんなもここまで来られるはず。
Yeah, I'm glad it went smoothly. Now everyone else should be able to come here.
ユミヤ、灯台から続くマナの流れはここより北へ続いているよ
she's
うです。
pretty.
You anime, huh, Mira? From the cards. And you mean the protag here, Starry?
Yes.
Well, a lot of the Atelier protagonists are pretty much cute girls, but I think Yumia here is one of the older ones. Ah, I see. I remember, Mira. Let's see. Yumia, it seems that the flow of mana from the lighthouse continues north from here.
こっちが当たりか。この先の調査も進め。
So exploring here was the right decision. Let's continue investigating in this direction. Oh my. We've got dinos!
I've gotta say, when was this game released?
This game was released this year.
So this might be a symptom of literally living with an animation professional for 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
But holy crap, was that animation horrible for that monster.
Yeah.
That literally made me, like, shed a tear with how poorly that was done. The drawing is fine,
Mm-hmm.
but the way it was animated was absolutely repugnant.
Yeah. Well, can't expect too much because Gust is still pretty much low on the totem pole, even though they get funding from Koei Tecmo now.
Right? Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll improve it in the next installment.
Yeah, if I even decide to go for it, because while I'm having fun right now with it, the things that I'm having troubles with, like that switch that you saw me get frustrated with, that doesn't have me excited for what's to come.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off too. Like, I don't mind puzzles, but it's like when they just show up out of nowhere and now all of a sudden I have to switch from creative brain to like problem solving brain on the drop of a hat. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And now I'm frustrated at the game for making me do that.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be having fun.
And plus, they made dodging annoying, and so that's why I don't do it a lot. Let's see. Wow, what is this? There's a lot of them. We better take them out before we're surrounded.
当然できてます。私の杖の攻撃だから倒れろ。まだ逃がさない。これでおしまい。少し離れよう。きれいに逃がすか。これな。
She probably won't. Let's see.
Actually, Mira, I do like Devil May Cry somewhat. I like it for the story, but It's not my favorite. You are right. Definitely on that. It's not something I would jump to. But I do find it interesting from a story perspective.
That scared me. What was that all about all of a sudden? That was the monsters that wanted to die, Isla.
妙に気が立ってたけど知らないうち
Although,
に
truly, if I'm playing an RPG, I'd rather play Blue Reflection, please.
Let's see. Well, I'm not too interested in Blue Reflection, and I've got Tony Hawk coming soon.
Oh, I know. That wouldn't be either of your game, I feel.
Yeah.
It's, literally a lesbian RPG, and more than that, it's essentially a dark magical girl story. So that part might pique Mira's attention.
Yeah.
But it's doesn't have a man in sight. Except like the gray, like boring teachers that occasionally show up. Like in the class hallways. Carrying their little pencil in their ear.
And Mira's trying to ask you a question here, I assume.
Yep, I got it. So you wouldn't jump to a lady... Sorry,
See.
I don't know, I'd have to see a picture of them again to know. I'm very particular about who I'm attracted to. I'm just very picky. I go almost entirely on my feelings when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then if they look cute or hot, then it's even better. But, I mean, dang.
And I feel like getting back to
I just want them to be
here.
emotionally safe. I can deal with the rest. This makeup is makeup, you know? It's a whole new look. However they look is up to them. It's how they treat me that I care about ultimately.
Let's see. They seemed oddly agitated. Did we enter their territory without realizing it? Maybe, Yumia, but they just wanted to die.
そういえば前に似たような話があったよ
Yeah, this seems like something fun to watch, maybe, but definitely not play.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like the Ryza trilogy better at this point. Like,
So pretty though. Ah,
yeah.
I
So-
just want to like brush her hair.
Well, if you want to give this series a try out, I'd probably recommend the Ryza trilogy or the Mysterious trilogy, which is the preceding trilogy, more than this game at this point.
Yeah.
Because they feel like much more typical of the Atelier. Like, there's still that chill vibe and comfiness that you are getting here, but this just doesn't feel the same as it was in Ryza and earlier.
Yeah. I like that it's got a female protag though.
Well, a lot of the Atelier titles have female protags.
Yes.
There's like only one game where there's a male protag and he's just a choice.
Hey. I like that.
Let's see. Back to this. Come to think of it, I feel like I've heard something like this before.
周りで何か起きているのか
Is something happening in this forest?
どうする
What's up, hairpiece? What can I do you today? Or
Well,
seriously, his hair makes me so. Get a comb, buddy. Get a comb. It bugs me. That's all I'm gonna say. It bugs me. At least he can make an outfit work, though.
What should we do?
Maybe.
何かいるならば調査しなければいけないしいないのなら安全を確認できたということになる
if there's something here, it's our job to investigate. And if there isn't, then we'll have to confirm the area is safe.
Honey, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Stream, I'm terrible. But you know what? Love me anyway.
Yeah. Let's keep our guard up as we take a look around. Okay, new fast travel point, so it looks like we've taken care of things. So I'm glad that didn't take too much time. Okay, save that. But yeah, this is one thing that I'm not liking about that game. They make this a fast travel point, but not until after I finish what I did.
Making you work for it. Is this a very unlinear kind of traverse through the world? Because I feel like that might also irritate you.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
But
I know you.
a lot of this series, its mechanics before this were typically geared towards making stuff, which is why you could make such ridiculous items. Like, say, armor that regens health, you can make that without buying it.
Makes sense to me.
That's good, it's working now.
Indeed.
But of course, even though like it's non-linear traversal here, the fun thing is that you can just like pick up things along the way. And that makes it fun, at least if it were like typical Atelier, because then you could just get ingredients that you need to pick up the traits that you want. But this game is a bit closer to simplicity as the original Atelier game. Let's see here. Oh.
I wish I could just buy them all on Steam, maybe with the exception of the one you mentioned. But I feel like I'd want that one too if I was gonna like buy them all. After all, I do still like Tales of Hysteria.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Tales of Hysteria does a couple of things better, honestly, when it comes to mechanics than Berseria, I feel, but the story and everything else with Berseria is so much better. There is just a couple of things with Hysteria that I feel like that they had right and shouldn't have changed. And I also am aware why they did it, because Velvet's team couldn't possibly have a complete Prime Lord, Sublord system without the Shepherd, because the Shepherd concept hadn't truly been conceptualized yet. So it had to be a little bit more ragtag put together than what Suray's team would have been. Whereas his team was more character chosen for the part, kind of thing.
Yumiaがやられた。回復を頼む。力が。
So I have to go revive.
I wish they would fix the air conditioner. It's why I haven't had tea, and I really want tea. I'm just gonna have tea anyway. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
これでまた。
Yeah. Yesterday I was just sweating for no reason while I was streaming, and I'm like, I'm not even working out. This is stupid. Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like I need to get back to the Atelier. They do advertise campsites in this game. which makes it nice, but from what I've seen of Arcadia's stream, it's not that great because you can't do a whole lot at him compared to what you could do in Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah, I still wanna, like, hang out with Arcadia. I miss Arcadia. I'm really glad I raided to Arcadia last night.
You did, huh? I'm glad you liked it. It's kind of how I found him initially.
Oh yeah, he is great. He and I haven't talked personally in many months, but I feel like he would respond if I reached out.
Yeah.
I'd have to be the one to reach out, but that's fine. Some people are just like that too. It's not because, like, they don't want to show their reciprocation and friendship. Just some people are true reciprocators like that. Well, at least that's what I try to believe before I assign the blame of you're not putting enough effort in the friendship/relationship. Because I try to understand their actual wavelength first. Because I'm literally like an 80-20 reciprocator, with the reciprocation being 80. So I like to be asked and initiated upon more than initiate. Almost invariably. In pretty much anything. But then I will naturally react and reciprocate. Much easier. I have you up on both my computer and my phone, honey. Yep.
Oh, that's a bit funny.
Well, it's cause my back hurts, and I want to sit in my chair until I have to sit in my office chair for stream.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna push.
Let's see.
Try to push for at least 6 hours.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We'll do this, because apparently it doesn't. Okay, so apparently it wants me to go down. This were Genshin, I'd probably die from that fall. Let's see.
目印を覚えてるから。誰が何のために作った場所なんだろ
う。このコース図鑑で見たことあるな。名前までは覚えていないが。
Don't wanna fight you, pal. Because they won't give you IFA, but as long as you're away from it. Yeah, well, you have to play it to get IFA. And that's kind of the problem there, but can't be too mad, right? Story after all, that's how gachas operate.
Pretty much. And I still play Dead by Daylight anyway. Like I said, if I could just buy the characters in Genshin, I would have already been playing it.
Yeah.
If I could just buy them like I can in Dead by Daylight, in an instant. I'm just not spending my money on a gamble when I can go to the casino and get, you know, $1,000 in a slot machine. By doing the same thing. So, no thanks.
Yeah. And of course in Genshin it kind of gets crazy because you can kind of buy some characters that are on rotation, but the currency to get those characters you can only get through wishes, so that's kind of annoying.
That's what you call the old... the old cagey game strategy. I was gonna say something else, but I changed my mind.
ああ、悪い。
二人ともあいつを。
ああ。
Yeah, your stream is
何？どういうこと？
not 18, so.
Yeah.
ダメだ。これ以上は追えない。
ここまでか。くそ。どうして僕は肝心な時に。
I just try to talk like an
ちょっ
adult,
と待ってください。
not like I do
どうした
on
んで
mine.
すか？血相変えて。それは
君もデューラー寮の出身で同じ事故を経験したんだったな。
話しておこうよ。私たちがあの日見たこと。
そうだな。あの魔物こそ僕らが調査団に参加した目的。奴は僕たち兄弟の仇なんだ。
詳しく聞かせてもらってもいいですか？
Sounds like you want a flamethrower right now, Mira.
3年前君も知ってんのか？
Let's see.
He's just frustrated right now.
多量の方が溢れ出す爆発事故が起きた。突如として相次いだ爆発によって
Hope you feel better, Mira.
多くの人々の命が奪われた。僕とアイラも例に漏れずその爆発に巻き込まれた。
忘れもしないよ。突然轟音が聞こえたと思ったら、次の瞬間には天と地がひっくり返ってた。
だがその時火災で揺らぐ視界の先に僕たちは見たんだ。翼が生えた2本足の魔物。
もしかしてそれが間違いないよ。あいつの姿だけははっきり覚えてる。それに私ちゃんと見てたから。あいつが地面に何かしたせいで爆発が起きたんだよ。あの魔物がマナ災害を。だからあいつは仇なの。領地を荒らしてたくさんの人の命を奪って。
A lot of times in these games, there's no real, like, enemy. A lot of times, like there is here.
エアハルト団長に助けられていなかったら僕たちも生きてはいなかっただろう。救われたこの命はあの日守れなかった命のために。そう心に決めて僕たちは今まで生きてきた。
そういうことだったんですね。でも領地に爆発を引き起こすほどの存在って。そういえばあの時手に持ってたものエナジーコアに似てた。あの魔物マナ完結戦の前で残響片を回収しようとしていたように見えました。残響片ってユミヤがさっき言ってたあの。マナは死んで大地に帰った命の記憶。残響片は大地から溢れ出た記憶の残滓。私は残響片に刻まれた記憶を頼りに調合のためのレシピを編む。理由は全然わからないけど、少なくともあの魔物は錬金術を知っているはず。
やはりそうなんだな。
だとしたら
Let me bring random question.
What?
私は
Do you have 2FA set up on Discord,
市
honey?
場と任務を分けて考えない
Yes.
とね。重たい話はやめやめ。
ああ、調査団の目的は奴を追うことだけじゃな
Thank
い。
you. I shall write that
僕ら
in
の
my
個人
note.
的な目的はあくまでついでなんだ。ここにいると分かった。それだけで今は十分だ。きっと必ずまた開口する。
戻るのは東側の調査をしてからでもいいと思うよ。
Save
向
here
こうに
just
何か手がかりがあるかもしれないし
so
ね。
that I don't have to go through all that. Victor there, the guy in between. I do like how he looks. Like I said before, this game is mostly geared towards girls, but...
Oh, she likes,
She likes Victor there in the center.
Here.
一通り調査を終え
I
たら
see.
一度団長の元に戻る。
I may have insulted him earlier for his hair, but I'm sorry. I think that's the one I called a hairpiece. I'm sorry. Oh, but dang, that protag, she is so cute.
Let's move it over here, so I'm closer to that point.
Sorry, Victor.
通称宝物庫旧文明当時の用
I
途
don't
は
This
think I...
reminds me of this kind of reminds me of an area in Tales of Berseria, actually. The plains with all the
Yeah.
white, pretty flowers. Yeah,
Oh,
I like it. It's all green, and
yeah.
I love those areas and like these green, like kind of underpass or like mountain pass areas in game biomes. It's just so pretty and like full of life. Oh yeah, I'll be able to start walking more now, Bryce. I don't have to worry about... I'll be able to actually go on the walking trail outside my apartment and actually walk when it cools off.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes,
That's good that you'll be able to walk more.
indeed. It is. Because
見つけた
I put on a little bit of weight, and I don't like that. But it was inevitable. With the stress I was under, it was inevitable.
そろそろ定期メンテナンスの時期です
And I did cope with food for a little while to deal with the
これを機
stress
に
that
新しい機能を入れ
she
よう
was
と思うんだ
causing
よ
at
ね
times.
今
I
夜の力を
will
強めて暖
openly
房機能
admit
とか
this,
魔
but
物への
that's
追撃機
whatever.
能も
やめてください余計なことをする必要はありません
Yeah.
フラミーは今でも十分高性能です
Especially when I could get some actual variety. She would always make the same thing every single day, and it was great. But dang, sometimes I just wanted like chicken Alfredo. I didn't want spaghetti, you know? Like, yeah. Actually, chicken Alfredo sounds really, really good. But I don't got none, or any way to get any.
Right now I'm thinking Genshin does things mechanically better than this game does, even though they're quite similar.
これこれ
Well, I'm not handling it, but it looks a little bit like it's kind of rigid.
Yeah,
But it might be the stream to Discord that's causing that.
yeah. Possibly.
Yes.
But yeah, the thing like this, I have to use two buttons to go through all this. One to keep it held like this and then aim it, and then another to fire it, whereas Genshin it's all one button and I just have to release to fire. That's how the archers work.
Alright.
And so that makes that part difficult for me in this game and makes that puzzle back there even more frustrating.
子供の頃よくやったね
Are the keys at all programmable?
They probably are, but that might not help this game with how it goes on, because a lot of them are like, you have to do two different buttons to do anything, and before in this series it was like all one.
Well, honey, have you thought about getting a 10 key to do macros on some games where that might be easier where you can just press one key and it does all of that for you?
Well, not really, and besides, like I tell you, I prefer console gaming because it doesn't require quite as much research.
No, it has its own limitations, but no, it's typically far more plug and play, yeah. Way less setup. Although, once your PC gaming rig and streaming thing is set up, it's far more efficient.
Yeah.
Once it's set up.
The other problem is I don't want to bother with Windows anymore. And not every game will work on Proton.
Of course, honey. I know you wouldn't touch Windows with a 10-foot pole, and I'm not expecting you to. I find it fairly repugnant myself, but it's more that I just kinda don't like Microsoft. I don't actually mind Windows, the product itself, if they treat it right. I just... Microsoft has long since abandoned what Windows used to be and the whole ideology of, you know, innovation for its own sake and all that. So, all they care about is AI now.
Yeah.
And military crap, so I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of things in this life just seem like they're change for the sake of change and no real reason for the change.
I mean, experimentation is one thing, but not with things that are core working systems. I mean, does Microsoft not realize that something like still 70-some% of systems, including servers, desktops, laptops, and whatnot, are all running some instance of Windows or are indirectly dependent on it?
I don't think they do.
No, I don't think so either. And they don't have a shit clue what innovation is either. Because they're going backwards. And Windows 11 is... There's your Microsoft rant. Sorry for the day. My company just pisses me off, and it's the reason that I'm literally only gonna have, like, one streaming gaming computer with Windows that's, like, over in the corner for my streams when I need to stream on Windows, that is.
Yeah.
And then lots of other stuff's gonna be on the almighty Linux platform.
I still kind of find it funny though, like I told you before, I've been looking at computers and for the storage and RAM that I'd want to go for at minimum, if I were to go for Mac, they're like wanting nearly $5,000, and yet for the Linux one, maybe with a bit more memory and RAM or such, I could still get it cheaper.
Oh yeah, Apple got that Apple tax. They love their Apple tax, honey.
Yeah.
They'll charge you simply for looking at their shit if they could.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mira. But of course, like I said before, it's kind of a toss-up. I save money by going to Linux, but that doesn't save me having to deal with the configurations because... OBS configurations require me to go digging for more things than I would for Apache and that. Whereas Apache, I just have to deal with where the system holds the configurations.
That's correct. I am now making tea, which I have not had in 2 days. That is deplorable. This girl needs her tea.
So, wait, I was supposed to come back here. Well, you can always attack Nightbot with the Kamehameha wave, Mira.
錬金術で空を飛んで移動できる装置を作り出せばいいのではない
I
でしょ
probably
う
just
か。
emulate, well, not like her, but I was kind of thinking of Pan from GT actually.
Yeah.
She's like the only character I really like what they did with in GT. And don't even talk to me about what they did to Trunks, because I hate them for that.
Yeah.
Trunks is better than that, and stronger than that too, and he's not spoiled like that. Spoiled rich boy? Hell no. He can keep his silver spoon.
Yeah. Let's see. It says here, thank you for your report. However, about that monster, are you absolutely sure it was one and the same?
あの姿を忘れた日などありません。奴は3年前、我が家の領地を踏み荒らしたものです。
I've never forgotten that figure. That monster is the one that laid waste to my family's domain 3 years ago. So he's out for revenge, huh?
して捨ておくわけにはいきません。
Sure does seem like
必
it.
ず僕たちの手で倒します。
We can't leave it be. That thing is going down by our hands.
重々分かっていると思うが、あまり流行るなよ、ビクトル。
I'm sure you fully understand this, but don't get carried away,
奴
Victor.
らの正体も目的もまだ何も分かっちゃいない。
We don't know what it is or what its goals are.
まずは地道な調査からだ。確実に仇を取るためにもな。
First comes a proper investigation for the sake of your vengeance as well.
命じておきます。
I'll bear your words in mind.
どうだユミヤとはうまくやってるか
Good, now then, are you working well with Yumia?
どうでしょう。
Wait, why does Victor want
僕はあ
vengeance?
まり
He just said it took his family.
Oh.
So right
Oh,
now
this
it's...
is, okay.
So right now it's just the generic reason for revenge. I wonder, I don't feel like I am.
禁忌です。
Alchemy is taboo.
僕らの領地を襲ったあの魔物も錬金術に関わる何かだと。
She even told us that the monster that destroyed our domain was likely related to alchemy.
そう簡単に受け入れられるものではないです。
I can't easily accept something like that, but...
彼女は自分が不利になるようなことを隠さずに
She didn't hide information that was unfavorable for her.
その気持ちは理解しました。
You guys heard me. I was, simply, just getting my tea and everything. 'Cause I need my tea. Now I gotta plug in my headset.
Let's see. She didn't hide information that was unfavorable for her. I appreciate her desire to face the situation head on.
やっぱりお前とアイラをユミヤの監視につけたのは正解だったな。
It seems I was right to entrust you and Isla to observe Yumia after
お前た
all.
ちは境遇も年も近い。だからこそいろんな感情を分かち合いやすいと思ってな。
You three are close in both age and circumstance. That's why I thought you would be able to understand each other's
同
feelings.
じ事故の被災者だからですか。
Because we're all victims of the same
それだ
incident.
けじゃないが、詳しい話は本人に聞いてみればいい。
Not just that, but I think the details are best left to be heard from the person in question.
平たく言えばだ。俺はお前たち若者どもに心通った仲になってほしいわけよ。
But well, to put it plainly, I'd like for you young folks to become close friends. Close?
まったく
Good grief,
難しいこと。
good grief, that's asking for a lot. No, I did
みんな
not.
いつになくやる気満々だね。
Because I'm busy with stream right now. Everyone sure is full of energy.
我先に手柄を上げたくてたまらないんだろう。
They all must be scrambling to be the first to make some big discovery.
高濃度マナが晴れたことで調査できる範囲が広がったからな。
There are more places that can be investigated now. A swath of monobound areas has been cleared up after all.
3人とも聞いてくれ。
Hey, listen to this, you three.
今朝古地図と実際の土地環境を照らし合わせる調査の結果が届いたんだが。
This morning I received the results of a study that compared old maps to the current lay of the land.
箇所、錬金術師が研究に関わったという施設の跡地が残っていることが確認された。
And one site was identified as the remains of a facility where... It's kind of funny there, the way that sounded, Mira. Let's see. In one site was identified as the remains of a facility where alchemists conducted research.
術師の
Yeah, it is. Alchemists?
だからユミヤ、お前に調べてみてほしい。
Yes, so I'd like you to investigate further, Yumia.
何か重要な手がかりが残されてるかもしれねえ。
There might be an important clue left behind in those ruins.
はい
Understood.
いい返事だ。ビクトル、アイラ、サポート頼んだぞ。
That's the spirit. Victor, Isla, please give support as needed.
目的地の名前は
Alright.
マルゴ中央観測施設。
So save here. Let's see if I can do anything. Okay. Looks like I might have a few things, but I've got most of this. I can unlock quite a few things, so... This kind of thing here was introduced in Rise of 3. Or probably Rise of 2, I forget, but... They both had it, I believe, and... This just makes things easier.
I'm just a giggly girl today. What can I say, peeps?
Let's see, so...
Hey, honey, I gotta tell you, you're one of the most patient people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Seriously, don't ever change in that department, please.
Yeah.
You're so great like that.
Mm-hmm. And of course you also know that we don't have to do streams like this all the time just to have an activity together. That's why I kept wondering about when you would get NSO or do Genshin, because then we could actually play regardless of stream.
If I'm honest, when I'm playing Mario Kart, I kind of miss streaming Mario Kart so much that when we play Mario Kart for a while, as soon as I get NSO again, I'm gonna want to be playing Mario Kart, streaming it.
Yeah.
And also, I've kind of taken this mentality of if I'm gaming, I should try to be streaming so I can also pay my bills.
Yeah.
But, like, not all the time. And of course, as soon as I can round up my situation here, I will be getting NSO. I've been trying to, but other life expenses and events keep getting in the way. Not to mention I have other things to stream as well.
Yeah.
That are right at my fingertips without a cost, so...
Yeah. Let's see. Unlocked particle conversion. So here, by learning the particle conversion skill, you can convert large particles into smaller sized ones. However, particle conversion can only be used to convert particles to smaller particles of the same element.
今度は何が出てくるかな。
Okay, let's get to the Atelier and see if I can do anything. Because a lot of the times in these games, and what was fun about it was that you could just come back to the Atelier here and make things Like, it made you come back here to learn them, yes. But you could just spend all your time making them, and because otherwise it's just a generic RPG.
この調子でいけば順調に調査を
I
進
love
められそうだ
character customization though, honey. I really, really do. Like, I like making my characters so pretty, especially when they actually have good makeup options that aren't just like the basic shit that you see every single day.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. I wasn't confident how things would go at first, but if we can keep this up, the investigation should go just
ユミの
fine.
錬金術がなかったら全く調査が進まないまま手をこまないていたところだった。
Without your alchemy, we'd have just been sitting around twiddling our thumbs with no progress to speak
多
of.
分
Yeah, probably.
どうした？何か気になることでもあるのか？
Is something bothering you? Well, something is kind of bothering me, Victor. I came because I wanted to see if I could learn something from the table, and you interrupt.
ビクトルさんって結構お固めというか、あ、いや、規律正しい騎士さんなのかなって思ってたんです。
I was just thinking that you're pretty fixated on work. I mean, that you're a really dutiful
私
knight.
の立場って難しいところがあるし、
My position here does have its difficulties.
そうだな。僕にとってもそれは難しい問題だ。
Yes, that's a difficult issue for me as
正
well.
直なところ、近畿の錬金術を使う君のことを疑問に思わないわけじゃない。
To be completely honest, I have my own share of doubts about you and the alchemy you use.
君の錬金術は調査において必要不可欠だ。
But
現
it's
在の領
fine.
域の一部を消すことにも成功している。
But it's vital for our mission. Thanks to you, we've even managed to clear away some of the monobound
つまり
areas.
現状、調査団で誰よりも貢献しているのは僕たち騎士団じゃない。君なんだ。
In other words, the one who's contributing the most to the research team right now isn't us knights, it's
そん
you.
な君を無下に否定するのも正しいとは思えない。少なくとも僕にはそんなことできない。
It wouldn't be right to dismiss all that effort without a second thought. At least I couldn't. Well, that's nice of you, Victor, but please let me get to checking if I can learn to make things.
ありがとうございます。よかったです。それが聞けて。
Thank you, I'm glad to hear that.
そうか。そうだよな。
Yes, I suppose I
君への配慮が足りていなかったみたいだ。
yes, I suppose I should have told you this
今は
sooner.
なるべく君自身を見て判断するようにしてるよ。答えはまだ出しきれないが。
For now, I'm trying to watch and base my judgments on who you actually are. I don't have an answer yet, though. Let's see, sure you won't fall for me? No, I'm not very confident in that. If I were being honest, I'd probably answer the top one, but I kind of want to stick a blade in him right now because he's getting in my way. So we're just gonna say I'm not very confident in that.
私個人ですか？そっちのが自信ないかもな。
You mean who I am as an individual? I'm not very confident in that.
そんなことないさ。少なくとも君は僕の目から見ても悪いやつじゃない。
Haha, there's nothing to worry about. At the very least, I don't see you as a bad
何事に
person.
も真摯だ。行動に明確な意志が感じられる。
You're all
錬金術を用いるときはな。
you're always sincere, and there's a clear determination behind your actions, especially when you're using alchemy.
僕的にはそういう姿勢はとても好ましく思えるよ。
Personally, I love that kind of attitude.
おお、直球な。
But wow, you're awfully straightforward.
どうした？
What makes you say that?
そういう人なんですねと思っただけです。
Oh, nothing. I just thought, so that's the kind of person he is.
どういうことだ？
What's that supposed to mean?
ほんと、真面目な人。
He really is an honest guy. Now you finally let me take a look at things. Okay, so... Okay, so I can't do that one, but I can get this one. I've got enough of the element, so let's do it. Okay, sweet vicious liquid gathered from beehives. Its high nutritional value makes it a proper health food and ingredient for cooking. Okay, so we can't level that one up. Okay, we still need to find that guy. Okay, so I just need to make cloth for that one. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's what the alchemy system is gonna be like, because I think you've only saw this like once before. Synthesize. So, we want cloth. This screen kind of gets confusing compared to the other Atelier games.
I'm kidding. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, but I guess I can't make any cloth, so I can't get a thing out. But a lot of the other Atelier games are very much a lot simpler. What's this chest here? Okay. Alright. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time exploring here. It's just some things, especially about the puzzles and other controls, that kind of annoy me. And that's why I say that it's in that line of I want to like the game, but I can't say that I do, even since I am having fun, but there are things I don't like about it. So it's over that way somehow. So this one is the closest. How good is my health? Okay. Go to the tower then. Let's see here. Another thing that I like about Genshin is that I can get to these areas kind of quicker when I want to go to them, whereas I'm busy having to scroll almost every time in this game.
高濃度マナ領域への侵入を確認。エナジーは無駄遣いしないようにしてください。これこれ。
So I don't want to go across there.
I can't believe how quickly the day is going. If I was working, I would be on my break about now.
Yeah.
And then I'd be done at 2.
Yeah, but right now you kind of need to focus on the job hunt, don't you?
Yes, and stream because I'm affiliate, so I actually have been seeing it tick up rather quickly. But before even the job hunt, honey, I need to make sure that I have the money to pay everything.
Yeah. That's true.
With or without, bills don't stop.
That's true.
Why, it's better to just grow up early and move out when you're 18 or 20 or something, maybe 21 if you need the extra time, and get out of the nest, because the longer you're in it, the harder it is to leave.
廃墟がそこかしこに。いかにも何か見つかりそうだね。
But of course, on the flip side, the longer you stay, the more likely you're gonna be forced out, probably by the nature of death, even if your parents don't do it.
Exactly, like I keep telling my brother, like my blood relation brother, not my online brother. But like, yeah, like, absolutely. Like I keep telling my dad too that, like, I hope you have, like, I'm not expecting you to just, you know, spoon feed me money on a silver spoon here, but I'm your daughter, okay? Leave me something, if not money, the house.
Yeah.
You know, leave that house that you've spent copious amounts, thousands of dollars investing in, but actually does look nice.
Yeah.
It's not my color. It's honestly not my color. And it's kind of ugly at times, but it's also a house. And it's not the ugliest thing in the world, and it does look finished. That's the thing, is it looks like they cared, even if it's not the colors I would have chose.
Yeah.
It looks like a finished house that's actually comfortable and almost paid for. It doesn't make sense to just throw all that to probate. It makes sense to give it to your daughter and his son too, my brother.
Yeah.
Especially in this situation where we're all in.
Yeah. And as for me, that's also kind of why it's important for me to live somewhere where I can walk or cycle everywhere. Heck, as nice it is that my family would help me out with whatever when I ask for it, my mom made me uncomfortable recently because she was driving behind the wheel in a tired state.
Fun fact, peeps. Driving tired is far more dangerous than driving intoxicated. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Don't drive tired. If you're tired, ask someone to drive, or just stay home.
Yeah.
Please. You're not cool, or a bad boy, or a bad girl for not wearing a helmet on your bike either. Even if you're the roughest, toughest, whoever runs the world in that way kind of person, you're not cool for not wearing a helmet. And you're not any more tough either.
Yeah, but of course that does kind of remind me, you speaking of the helmet, my uncle who used to ride motorcycles a lot, to the point where almost everywhere you went, you'd encounter someone that knew him. He kind of said that, like, at a certain speed or whatever, the helmet doesn't really do much. Like, if you're in an accident at that point, all the helmet is good for is just keeping your internal stuff in one place and such.
You really do like to cut to the quick, don't you? Yeah, that's pretty much true for motorcycles, yes. Motorcycles, helmets are kind of a show-off thing. But with bikes, it's different. Like with an actual pedal power bike that doesn't have a motor, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually save yourself with a helmet. And that's a very good point. That's probably what's rooted in the whole, like, badass motorcyclist without the helmet thing, is because at the end of the day, you're gonna die anyway. So you may as well ride.
And I think a helmet would also make more sense because when you're on a bike, it's more closer to humans' natural speed than on a motorbike.
So Well, you can. Some professional cyclists can get up to 40, sometimes even 50 miles an hour when they're downhill. Even more so. It's a scary prospect. I'd love to do a tandem bike with someone, with me in the back and someone in the front, obviously. But I think that would be a lot of fun because I can really pedal and I do have very strong legs too. Unlike my upper body strength, my legs are relatively strong.
I see.
So, all that walking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, back to this. Let's see, there are ruins all over. Seems like we'll be able to find something.
確かにリグナス地方でこれほどの遺跡群を見たのが初めてだ。
True, this is my first time seeing so many ruins in the Lignus region.
大規模な施設の跡地ってところかな。
Maybe it used to be some kind of big facility or something.
ということは、帝国滅亡にまつわる記録も残ってたりして。
Which would mean that there might be records relating to the Empire's collapse left behind.
見つけたら大手柄かも。
It might be a huge achievement if we find something like that.
台座と一緒に探してみようか。
Yeah, let's keep an eye out while we look for the pedestal. Okay, so it's gotta be that door since they're showing it.
Yumia は周りのマナの流れまで感じ取れるんだよね。そうだね。なんとなく方向がわかる程度なんだけど。そっか。その景色も見てみたいな。
Save here just to sure that I don't have to do the backtracking to get here.
これでよし。
Save early, save often, honey.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to pick up this. It's not a big deal, but I wish that she would just pick it up with me tapping it instead of having me to hold it, but out of all the mechanics in this game, it's the least annoying.
Makes sense. Oh my god.
すぐ使い切らないように大事に使おう。そりゃ。罠じゃありませんように。
Got another portal here.
エナジーがあってもちょっと辛いかも。
ユミヤ、準備。
Oh my.
お兄ちゃん。獣草。これちょっと苦手かも。
So, got at least 2 of those. I have no problem with this if it's like this and get all the time to do it that I need.
直撃。
But in Genshin, where archers can fight, you don't get this luxury. Which makes them even more annoying to touch. There it is.
罠じゃありませんように。
Okay. Scythe that has been modified for use in battle. It still hacks and slashes, but can also be used. It's a gun, it needs to be swung with a fair bit of force, as the blade isn't very sharp. I wonder if I can equip her with it. Also, I should probably check on other things here. Let's see, strategy. Okay, apparently that's where I would have put in my healing stuff, so I have to go back to the Atelier for that. So that's where I came from. Okay, that's you there, so I don't want you.
見つけた。
Okay, nothing there.
これこれ。 何これ。
Okay.
そや。そや。これって。
Okay, so apparently...
ユミヤ準備
Again, why do I start with items? Like, they can be overpowered in this series, no doubt about that, but... just why?
?飲みやすさを考えて作る工程が一番難しいっていう。
Should be able to drop down.
とはいえ、怖いものは怖いな。
Now, try unlocking it. Glad that was easy enough to figure out without having to find more blocks.
My tea will be almost ready, so when it is, I'm gonna mute up while I put it together.
Mm-hmm.
終わったようだな
Looks like it's over.
はい、なんとか。あとはここからのマナの流れを確かめて。
Yeah, somehow. Now let's check the flow of mana from here.
灯台から続くマナの流れはこの地で途絶えているようです。
The flow of mana from the lighthouse appears to stop here.
マナの通り道は北側だけ繋がってたのか。
So the mana pathway is only connected to the north.
ビクトルさん、無駄足踏んじゃったみたいです。
I'm sorry, Victor. It seems I've wasted everyone's
無駄
time.
足ではないマナ領域を解消できただけでも大きな
Okay,
収穫
well, Victor is kind of sweet. He's not a
Yeah.
jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did lose his family.
Yeah.
So just wish he hadn't like strutted up like he was all like cocky about it, but you know, maybe it can't be helped.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a Leo, who knows?
Yeah. Let's see, it wasn't a waste. Even just clearing out a mana-bound area means we aren't leaving empty-handed.
お兄ちゃんの言う通り。気にしないで、ユミヤ。
He's right, don't worry about it,
それ
Yumia.
に、収穫ならこっちでも見つけたよ。二人
So,
ともついてきて。
besides, if we're talking about not leaving empty-handed, I saw something earlier. Follow me, you two. Another chest, huh?
どう？いかにも何か入ってそうじゃない？
See, there's definitely something inside, right?
確かに。この施設で使われていた資材箱かな。
You're right, this might be where they stored materials in this facility.
当然のように開かないんだよね。
But it doesn't look like we can just open it up normally.
私の出番だ。
That means it's time for me to work my magic.
リペアツールはまだあったかな。
Okay. Alright, so maybe I can make it. Oh my gosh.
心配かな。何か来る。そう今の錬金術の力見せてあげる。獣草。これちょっと苦手かも。
There we go.
何作ろうかな。
And now you let me do the lumber repair kit? Boo.
これでいけるはず。とりあえずこれでしばらくは安心かな。状態がひどい。これで治るはず。これさて何が出てくるかな。
Well, then what's inside?
転送機だ。
A memory vial?
それってユミヤがアトリエで見せてくれたやつ？確かいろいろ記録できるっていう。
The thing you showed us at the atelier, if I remember correctly, you said it can record all kinds of things.
旧文明で作られたものみたい。もしかしたら何か記録されてるかも。
That's right, it looks like it came from the past civilization, so there might be something recorded in it.
古いけど読み取れる？
I know it's old, Flammy, but can you read anything from it?
はい、すぐに。
Yes, scanning now. Thanks, you all have ensured that this year was an abundant harvest.
この声。
This voice,
記憶だね。
it's a memory
アラディスに生きてた人たちの。
of people who lived in the latest long ago.
東で何があったかは知らんが、俺たちはあんたたちの味方だからな。
Though I'm not sure what happened in the east, know that we are on your
事
side.
情はしっかり記録して。
Now to
使い方ってこれで合ってますよね。
record the process. Am I doing this right?
すごいな、錬金術師ってのは。あんたらの技がありゃ、新種の開発も夢じゃねえ。
Alchemists sure are a wonder with your skills, even making new varieties is possible.
たたちやっぱり名乗ってはくれないのかい？
So you won't tell me...
なら仕方ないね。
Your tea's ready? So you won't tell me your names? Well, I suppose if you don't want to, that's alright.
これからも助け合っていきましょう。錬金術師さん。
Let's continue...
困難も私たちならきっと。
Let's continue to help each other. Other alchemists, no matter what comes our way, I'm sure we can.
今の声、当時この辺りに住んでた人たちのもの？
Were those the voices of people who lived around here in the past?
東から来たっていう錬金術師を慕ってたみたいだけど。
Everyone seemed to really like the alchemists from the
農
east.
作、新種、農作物の話か。錬金術でそんなこともしていたのか。
Abundant harvest, new varieties, are they talking about agriculture? Was alchemy used for such things back then?
術が禁じられた現在では考えられない話だが、
Given how alchemy is forbidden these
錬金
days.
術と共存していた時代か。
Given how alchemy is forbidden these days, it's almost unthinkable an age where people live together with alchemy.
そうですね。
Yeah.
俺たちはあんたたちの味方。錬金術師にここの人たちはそう言ってた。
Let's see. Hold on, guys. I feel like I need a break for a drink in the bathroom. So I'm gonna take that chance to take a break right now. If any of you haven't had the chance yet to answer today's question of the day, which should be pinned everywhere, feel free to answer that, and I'll check it out when I get back. And with that, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me get things situated, folks. Alright. Let's see, those people told the Alchemists that they were on their side.
でも裏を返せば
And that means
別の場所
other
では誰かと敵対してたってこと。
and that means other places were hostile to them.
箱の中身を一通り見てみたが、有益な資料はあの伝送機くらいか。
I took a look inside that box, but other than the memory vial, I didn't find anything
これだけ
useful.
でも十分すぎるくらいですよ。
Well, the memory vial is more than enough.
そうだな。アラディスの歴史資料は大半が失われてしまっている。
True, most historical records of Aladis have been lost to time.
様子だと伝送機は今後もちらほら見つけられそうだね。
From the looks of it, we might come across even more memory vials here and there.
旧文明では日常的に使われてた道具なのかな。
I wonder if
見つけたらなるべく調べるようにしよう。
I wonder if they were everyday tools in the past. If we find any more, we should definitely check their content. Alright.
食材だけど料理に使うとは限らない。何に使うことになるんだか。
目的地を選んでください。
There's something around here. And a building area out there, huh? Okay. Let's check around here. Not that way.
Where どこにしようかな。
散歩経路の設定で調査開始。
Let's try and get here.
自然豊かな地域だけど場所によっては大きな建物も残ってるね。
逆にこうした地域の方が広い土地が確保できて大きな建物を作るのに向いていたのかもな。
Can't get that way.
どこに向かうんだ？
すぐ近く
And
だ
do
ね。
this. Okay, there we go.
模様替えしよう。どんな拠点にしよう。
Let's see. Alright, so let's at least place this one.
場所はどうしよう。
No, this
い
is
ろい
too
ろできる
big.
拠点にしたいな。
Let's do that.
場所はどうしよう。ここにしようかな。
Save here. Alright. Now, let's go take a that one.
どこにしようかな。
Now that we've got our lumber, Okay.
これくらいなら簡単簡単。
目的地を選んでください。
Okay, where does this lead me? You kidding me?
What happened, honey? I have finally
何作ろう
returned.
かな。
Welcome back.
Welcome, everyone. I just made my tea and everything. Haven't had it in a few days. Really needed it.
簡単なものならどこでも作れるし。
Well, you didn't miss much. Just about going to explore around. Like, there's another objective, but
気持ちいい。
need to check on things.
Oh, it's just you and me now. It looks like Bryce. I think Mira left.
Yeah.
どこに向かうんだ？
You're doing really great, by the way.
Thanks. Let's see.
Mhm.
So we might have a way across here. So let's do that. This exploration stuff is usually the fun part. Stop defaulting to items, people.
No kidding. That is ridiculous.
Especially
I like
because,
this area.
yeah. The areas usually are good in this series.
It's pretty.
これを持ってるとき
Yeah.
は打ちたくないんだけど。
It makes up for the lack of scenery beauty that I have to put up with here because of our dumb decisions as humans. Okay. Go. Got up here.
どこ行くの？
Let's see, so we've got a few points of interest over here. So, distance-wise, it seems like... No, that's the thing that I don't want, though. Looks like we're gonna go here, possibly, because it looks like the next teleport point. Oh my gosh, leave me alone.
そろそろ日が暮れるけど、どうしよう。行った？行くよ。
Oh my gosh. They really wanted to die there. And me, I just want to get my teleport points. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we needed to be there anyway for the story. But are there any others?
How long have you been streaming?
Well, it says close to 2 hours now.
Where did the time go, honey? I feel like we just got started.
Yeah, well, that's how things work. Typically with the Genshin streams, the story stuff, it doesn't take me as long as it did, but that Genshin stream with the story took me 5 hours, especially with our talking.
I know, wasn't it great though?
Yeah.
That was such a fun stream. I have a doctor's appointment at 2, but after that I can stream, and
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe you'd join me tonight, maybe after dinner.
Oh, possibly. The thing I told you about isn't until around 6.
Yeah, you want to get your corn dogs. Do not miss those corn dogs. That's free food, honey. That's
Yes.
free food. And it's yummy. Absolutely get your corn dogs. But yeah, it would be cool to just have you hang out with us tonight. So especially if we play Phasmo, I want to see your comments about these ghosts. I just feel like it's gonna be hilarious. It's like hilarious, always.
Yeah.
As you always are. But hey, you know,
Yeah.
you can do a lot, but keep a girl laughing, and she'll stick around. Even for the most surprising of situations, you'd be so surprised. We love to laugh. You make a girl laugh, and she'll give you... Yeah.
That one, we better get the ladder up. So,
目的地に設定します
did
か
this.
見てもらう
Ooh, you did? What did you have, Mira?
Welcome back, Mia. My tea is still cooling. I made green and black tea with vanilla and extra vanilla. So it's gonna be really filling. It's like a protein shake, but with tea.
I'm glad I can repair these things again. Ah, darn it.
What was the question of the day again? It didn't make sense to me, honey. Like, what
It
was
was the 3, if you had to delete all but 3 apps, what apps would you keep?
Oh, that's right. That's why I didn't like that question, because my answer is I wouldn't do that.
作ろうかな
That's right, I got frustrated and didn't answer it, because it was making me choose between things I didn't want to do.
Yeah, well, it was a hard question for me to answer too. And yours said wafers with peanut butter? That sounds pretty nice, though it doesn't sound filling. It still sounds nice and...
Depends on the peanut butter though, honey. If she had like high protein peanut butter, even crunchy peanut butter, I personally prefer creamy peanut butter. But I will admit, just sometimes there is something to crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
Although I prefer almond butter because peanuts just aren't my favorite. But I do like peanut butter.
And Mira thinks you interrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry if I interrupted you, honey.
急がなくて平気かな
Oh, I know. I know you didn't mean it.
Me and my friend Worm interrupt each other all the time because of our ADHD, but she makes a good point, honey. What were you saying?
I don't remember now, but...
We were talking about peanut butter, and you said it wasn't very filling. And then I said
Well,
it might be.
it doesn't sound like it would be, and that's what I said.
For the record, I thought you would have spoken up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mira.
Yeah, you know me. I don't always speak up when I should.
I'm the same way. I am the same way. Believe me, what do you think Worm was brought on this team for? Because my lack of speaking up has caused enough drama for my own sake. So I'm putting it in her hands. Because she'll shut it down, unlike me and my soft snowflake ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen where that gets us. It almost had, you know, Renegade back here causing drama again. Because I just had a moment of emotional weakness. Fuck that.
プラミンってマナ領域の影響を受けてないよね。
プラミンは超高性能自立型探索
So
補助
it's
装置
leading me in there,
どんな
huh?
環境にも適用可能です。
It's gotta be some sort of mechanism. Okay.
木材はかさばるが、あるといろいろ役立つからな。僕が担いでいこう。
Sting. Yeah. This is where I'd start to get a little annoyed too, because it's not clear.
Yeah.
It's not clear, and it's not like... I don't know, like, I get games that make you think, but it's like, when is it too much? When is it just ridiculous? And you're just not stimulating a human thinking or training a human brain to think anymore, and you're just being mean, like, when it comes to these puzzles.
Yeah, but at least I got in.
Exactly. And I'm proud of you.
See, unlock treasure chests open. I'm use left joystick and right joystick to rotate each one. Once all the keys are in correct position, it'll open. So it looks like I have to get them all connected. Okay, so that one's there. Ooh, you did? Oh yeah, I think you told me about that, but what did you think of it, Mira? I kind of knew how it ended because I read a bit of what happens at the end, and not surprised.
何が入ってるのかな。まだまだ。
Huh.
おや。
Gee. Yeah, usually is locked for you. Let's see. That's good.
おや。
How do I use the prisms?
おや。よいしょ。
It was, huh?
当たれ。
Okay. Nothing there. What? You finish.
てや。持った。
Let's see, is there anything about it in here? Not the ingredients, not monsters. Okay. Yeah. And I remember that you liked how they played Last Resort in Devil May Cry there, Mira. Even though what we saw it in, I was like, I feel like Blood Brothers might have worked out better. Let's see, so the Shrine of Prayer.
Papa Roach? When you say last resort, do you mean by Papa Roach?
Yes. Like,
you like Papa Roach, Mira?
she liked the song Last Resort, and well, it's not a bad song. I'm like, why put it here? Because Last Resort is a song that is supposedly reflecting a desire for help or a scream out for help.
Yeah, it's actually probably not one we want to cover in too much detail on Twitch, but just for the laydown, it's basically a song about someone who does need some emotional help and is making a reach, but no one is responding, and it's a very sad song that occasionally makes me cry. But, you know, being a survivor myself, through similar things that the song is disgusting, or not disgusting English, thank you. I can relate, and also I respect him at least for that song. I don't know its background, and I probably don't wanna, but I do respect the song. I respect the song.
Yeah.
I clearly need food, damn. Slurring my words here. I need food. I'll make sure to drink my tea up when it cools. Ugh. I'm sorry. That was deplorable.
They're fine. Let's see, so we can get over there. Let's see. So get back here, because there's another thing.
目的地に設定しますか?
You did, huh? Let's see. But yeah, exploring in this game is fun. It's just annoying with the mechanics.
目的地を選んでください.
This way is what it dictates.
すごいマナの濃さ。気をつけて進もう。どこにしよっかな。
Next one is closer to what I need, is over here. You could, yeah. You like that voice actor, huh?
I think Mira would like going to an anime con so much.
Well, she's already been to an anime con.
I mean more often. Like, the type of, like, you know, going to a lot of them on a regular basis.
Yeah. I think she would agree with you there.
I think you'd enjoy it. Especially a couple of the really smaller, cute ones around my area where they're like, there's like a con here like every other week of some kind. Or at least every month. There's some kind of con going on in my city.
Yeah.
And it's not always anime, but it's the ones that are, that's mostly between like April and September. Or just December. Yeah, basically latter half of the year is a lot of the anime cons. And it's yeah, there's a lot. And they're really cheap. Like one of them is only 30 bucks at the gate. You don't even have to pre-reg to
Yeah.
get the early bird discount. You
準
just
備を進めてくだ
Mhm.
さ
you just show up and like because they're just so like egalitarian about it.
強めて
Yeah.
暖房機能
So
とか
yeah.
魔物への追撃機能も
い。やめてください。余計なことをする必要はありません。
Apparently the owner of the
普段
con
には
has
今でも十
issues
分
and
高
has
性能です。
but I mean
ち
like
ょっと高すぎたかもエナジー
at
があっ
this
て助か
point
っ
are we really that surprised? When someone gets power at this point they go rogue anyway. Not everyone, but it seems to be the trend these days.
もっとよっと
She's just talking about various cons there, Mira.
Yeah, I kinda went off on a tangent, but yeah, Mira, you should absolutely try to go to more cons. You meet a lot of voice actors, cute ones too.
まだまだもっと
Not to mention that's where all the anime fanboys hang out, is conventions.
Yeah.
まだま
Yep.
だ
I should know. I've been hit on by enough of them, quite to my dismay.
エナジーがあってもちょっと辛いかも
エナジーコア問題なく稼働中。ですが可能な限り早急に離れ
I
ることを提案
sometimes
します。
hate lighting here because it makes navigating way more difficult than it used to
The
be.
shadows suck, okay? These shadows are deplorable, and they make it way harder to, especially when it's in shadow.
目的地を選んでください。
Yeah, not to mention the opacity in the terms of distance isn't great either, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Not in this part, this is normal, I mean when you're actually traversing the sections.
Mhm. Let's see.
It's maybe
Is
more
this
of a
a-
launch kind of game than
調査
anything
開始。
else.
Yeah. I need to get my energy back up.
目的地を選んでください。
But that thing back there that supposedly gets me more of my particles or whatever that
アトリエ
they
に
want
帰
me
る
to
か
do
はあ疲れた
doesn't make it easy because they don't explain anything or have any good hints. Like,
すぐ使い切ら
there's
ない
a box there that seems to make it seem like I need to put something there, but there is no box in that vicinity.
Mhm.
Now,
どこにしよっかな
since that one's not working out. Okay, so I need to get in there. Makes me still want to go for that point. So I have a
ここでいい
easier time.
マナが濃いな。注意した方が良さそうだ。ユミヤ、準備は
私の杖も怖いんだから力が抜けてるやるねアイラチラッとそこやるねアイラ
いいぞユミヤ
錬金術の力これなら見せてかまいたちこいつこれが私の可能
There
性
we go. Even though I'm gaining levels quite quickly here, the levels don't matter as much as the equipment.
私史上最高更新中食材だけど料理に使うとは限らない
And usually it's a
なるんだか
Go ahead.
and usually it's a lot easier to get the equipment early. Not in this case.
What I was gonna say is, isn't that kind of true of most RPGs though, where equipment upgrade ultimately is a bigger change than level upgrade overall? And in some
Yeah.
cases, level upgrade is necessary before equipment can be equipped?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it really is about equipment, more than levels.
何それ
Hopefully this gets me somewhere.
向こう側が壊れてるのかな
Yeah.
My tea is now cool enough to just drink. Yay.
Okay, so apparently I need to do that one.
And it tastes richly of vanilla
見つけ
brain.
た
Huh.
まだまだ
Vanilla, cayenne,
Mhm.
and spiciness.
I see.
どこ行くの
Uh-huh.
Okay, so where I'm at. Oh darn it. We've taken significant damage there in Genshin.
Okay, it takes damage.
But at least I'm not.
まだまだほっよっと
Let's see.
どこ行くの
This is where I need to go.
マナエナジー残り半分です。計画的な運用を心がけてください。
まだまだ
Darn it. Just let me climb it instead of making me do these double jumps.
もっと
Right?
それって
This is so stupid. I can already feel the frustration with playing this.
Yeah.
エナジーコア問題なく
And now you get why I said this is a game I want to like, but
離れることを提案し
these controls are giving me trouble.
It
And
might just be one you watch on YouTube and enjoy it for the story, honey. At least
yeah.
that's what I might do.
Mm-hmm.
まだまだ
Uh-huh.
Darn it.
まだまだ
But don't give up yet. You're doing good. It's frustrating, but you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
That, however, is...
So now I have to go back to the Atelier just to heal up because there's no faster point close by. Like, I know where it's pointing me to, but I'm like, please, allow me to have a
の脱出を確認
place I can teleport to quickly.
周辺の安全を確認休息が可能です
Oh, I heal you up. Gorgeous girl, I heal you up.
Well, since that way's not viable, is there any other that survive? Let's see, so... See, the two closest waypoints I have are this one and that one, and I don't like that. We might as well just
Loud and clear.
go here. See where it leads me. But yeah, at this point, if you were to give this franchise a try, I'd say do Ryza Trilogy or Mysterious Trilogy and forget this game.
一緒だし、どうにかなるでしょう。
Leave me alone. Yeah, I guess that wasn't a bad place to get to.
ここが例の廃墟。
So these are the
それじゃあ
ruins.
早速中に。
Let's hurry and get in. Huh? Oh my. Except for those monster teeth, he really reminds me of Anishi from Kenshin.
はい、失礼。
Excuse me.
すみません。
I'm sorry. I think we're just meeting him, Mira. So I don't think we've got a name.
今の誰？
Oh, wait a second. Who was that?
バンダナ巻いてたし、調査団の人だろうけど。
I said we don't know him yet. Let's see, he was wearing a bandana, so he's probably part of the research team.
あ、何度か顔を合わせたことがある。名前は確か。
There you go, Mira.
と言ったかな。
I've seen him around a few times before. I think his name is Rudiger. He was by himself, so we've beaten... No, so we've been beaten to the chase then? Well, I'm more curious about him being by himself. 'Cause I don't care that we were beaten to the chase. Let's see. Looks like I'm covering it up, so it's Rut and then G-E-R. Okay, so I'm gonna say he was by himself.
あの人、一人だけなんですかね。他の団員の姿が見えませんけど。
Yep. That's his name. Is he by himself? I don't see any others around.
単独行動とは言いただけないな。団長は把握しているのか。
He better not be going out like this on his own. Does the chief know about this?
私たち団長の指示で来たんだよね。
We were told... See, we were told to come here by the chief himself, right? Was there some kind of mistake?
独自に僕らも調べてみるしかないな。
Either way, we should conduct our investigation while we're here. Oh my. He does, huh? He more so reminds me of Anishi from Kenshin. At least with his outfit and that. Yeah.
どこ行くの？
Yeah. I know.
アトリエに帰るの？
Let me see if I can equip some healing items. The one thing that I also don't like about this game is they separate out items you can use in battle for attacks and items that you can use for healing and such. And in previous games, it's pretty much all the items go in one place for a character except for gathering stuff. And I'm like, that was better than this. Okay, so this one has the better. Okay. So now we save. has me going to 2 different places, huh? You definitely
Of course
could.
it does. 2 different places, huh? Alright.
Yeah. Makes it an 03. Makes it even more annoying that I couldn't get that point. Let's go ahead and try this again.
一休みしつつ荷物の整理とかしたいな。
But now I should be able to heal during battle. It'll be a relief. Leave me alone, people. So,
残り半分です。計画的な運用を心がけてください。
one's over here.
何か面白いものが見つかるといいんだけど。
それよりも敵を警戒した方がいい。移行は魔物が巣にしていることがあるからな。
Well, Bryce, you're gonna be proud of the people I've been surrounding myself around because a few of my girls just said, girl,
素手で採取してしま
get another job
食べれ
and
ないといいんだ。
take it on, queen. And I'm like, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Time to take care of myself. I don't need no man's money. I
Oh.
don't want it either.
I still say just...
Given the
You-
choice, I'm still gonna have to take some more, but
Yeah.
not by choice.
Yeah, well,
Oh my
I
god.
still say just take control of BlackRock or usurp Trump.
アイラ、気をつけるんだぞ。
Yeah. Give me the company, honey. I'll take it from there. You buy it, you take your cut. All you gotta do is set me up and my people up with all the healthcare and everything else we need. And then it's time to take over the world.
Yeah.
Of which, once I do, I'll do literally nothing and just keep it in place. And go back to doing what I'm doing right now because I'm not really into politics. Someone else can deal with that. But they
Yeah.
better keep it in place because I'm not gonna do all that for nothing.
Yeah, understandable.
超高性能自立型
Damn
対
right,
策
I
保持装置も
expect my cleaning to stay clean.
当時
Okay?
は今よりもすごかった
Like
だろうから
legit.
超高性能なフラム
アイラ、気をつけるんだぞ。
It's too bad you don't like him, but I'm focusing on the fights here.
Don't like who?
She doesn't like the guy that we encountered.
Huh.
That we barely know
Wait,
anything
wait.
about.
I'm inclined to agree with her, actually. He did seem kind of blah. And not just for the usual reasons.
Mm-hmm.
At least what's his name turned out to be kind of a sweetie. The other
Yeah.
one just seems kind of bleh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Plus, he lost his whole family. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
as long as he doesn't be mean to people, how can you really blame him
エナジーは無駄遣いしないようにしてください。
for being a little bit rough every now and then, emotionally?
随分かかりましたね。
Let's see. It's this guy over here.
マナエナジー補充
Yeah,
完
if you
了
could.
Yeah, see, now you're getting this a little bit more. I wish they had like a geo board like in Tales, like a fast track to get around some of these obstacles as a reward later on.
Yeah. And there are fast travel points in here, but as you see, they can be too far out.
And they're still laborious. It doesn't really help if the fast travel is laborious to reach.
Agreed.
That's just discouraging it, which is fine. Most games do in some sense, and at least early on. At least early on, they tend to discourage fast travel.
Yeah. And here...
Later on...
And here, it like makes sense for fast travel to be discouraged because synthesis and alchemy is supposed to be important, but people have said that alchemy is not as important in this game as it was in previous games.
Well, that sure does seem to be the case, because the last Atelier game I watched, it was like a third was alchemy.
And again, that's why I say that if you want to check out this series, don't bother with anything after the Ryza trilogy.
At least not to play, anyway.
Yeah. See, a bookshelf, there's nothing here, though. Plus, the controls are a lot easier.
Oh, hey there, cutie. How's it going? Staring at us with those pretty blue eyes. I like blue eyes on pretty much on brown hair people and red hair people. And you even got a little bit of a. She's even got a tiny little bit of a lesbian cut too.
Let's see. Mira has something for you here. That is kind of interesting, but you reminded me, Mira, of how funny it is, like, in a lot of the 3D animated films. That's a common occurrence that the characters look like the people voicing them. But that is kind of funny to know that's happened with the anime, too. Let's see. There's no dust on the shelf, which means maybe that guy took something earlier. You know, not doubting you. You just reminded me there of how that's typically the case in 3D animation here. Okay, what does this thing? So I know it lit up. What was that? It was somewhere around here. This is just a coin. I'm sure we can sell it or something, but I don't really need it. Okay. Now, apparently it's pointing up, so there's got to be a way to get up. That way. Okay, there's the up.
いっぱい歩いたけど疲れちゃってない？全然。普段から散歩してるからね。散歩か。今度ユミヤの散歩コース案内してよ。
Okay, let's see. There's that thing. I got the chest.
何が入ってるのかな？
Okay, another treasure trove. Keep you good.
散らかってるな。
What a
建物
mess.
だし仕方ないんだろうけど。
But with such an old building, it's to be expected.
感じ、めぼしいものは残ってないみたい。
I don't see anything of note left behind.
成果なし。
We found nothing, and you're happy about that, Isla?
仕方がない。ここは一度拠点に戻るべきだろう。
Well, that's just how it is. We should return to base for now.
私もう少しだけ探してみます。二人は近くで休んでてください。
I'm going to look around a little longer. You two can rest nearby.
ねえ、一つ聞かせてほしいんだけど。
Hey, Yumia, can I ask you
ユ
something?
ミヤはさ、どうして錬金術師になろうと思ったの？
Why did you decide to become an alchemist? Huh?
錬金術は禁忌。ユミヤもそう教わってきたんだよね。
I'm sure you are taught that alchemy is taboo as well,
お
right?
母さんが錬金術師だったのは知ってるよ。
I know your mom was an alchemist.
どうして禁忌を犯してまでお母さんと同じ道を進もうと思ったの？
But why did you choose to follow the same path as her, even though it meant venturing into the forbidden?
同じ道を進もうと思った理由。
The reason I chose to follow the same path.
私たちこれからしばらく一緒に行動するでしょ。なのにユミヤのこと全然知らないなって思って。
We'll be working together for the foreseeable future, right? And yet we don't know much about you.
私もいつか話したいって思ってたんだけど。
Well, I
聞い
wanted
てくれてありがとう。
well, I wanted to talk about it eventually, so I appreciate you
こ
asking
こで
me.
話すのもあれですし、場所を変えませんか？
But how about we go somewhere easier to chat first? Okay. Apparently there's more up there, huh?
よっと。
Well, you want to see this leads.
まだまだ。
Oh, it's probably because they returned us down to the ground, that's why. This looks familiar now.
Alright. 獣草。これちょっと苦手かも。
Alright.
どこにしよっかな。
Now that we're there. Okay, so once it's that way,
何か面白いものが見つかるといいんだけ
let's
ど。
try and be safe here.
それよりも敵を警戒した方がいい。移行は魔物が巣にしていることがあるからだ。
お兄ちゃん、怖いこと言わないでよ。
Hey, when you discover a special memory vial, you can initiate a long-range scan within the ruins. These scans will allow you to uncover a location of hidden relic treasures. Any hint you retrieve can be used to make furniture. Except I don't want to make furniture. No, wrong thing.
かな。
Thanks, Starry.
Of course.
Shit. Yeah, we're talking in the middle of the wilderness.
私が錬金術師になったのは母の真意を知りたかったからなんです。
The reason I became an alchemist is because of my mother. I wanted to know her true intentions.
私の家は道具屋でした。 私と父は一緒にお店番、道具を作るのが母の仕事。父が亡くなってからは2人でお店を切り盛りしてきました。母が作る道具はたまに変なのもあったけど、大抵はどれも人気で、私も大好きだった。商品で遊ぶなってよく叱られてたっけ。錬金術なんて言葉、話題に上がったこともなかったです。あのマナ災害が起こるまでは。
それがデューラー寮。
はい、街のあちこちからマナが溢れてきて、うちのお店も爆発で壊れちゃって。思い返せばあの時はアラディスと同じように高濃度マナが拡大している状況にありました。訳も分からず避難してきて呆然としている時、事故の状況を見ていた母が言ったんです。私にはみんなを助ける力があるって。母は私を強く抱きしめた後、マナ領域の中に飛び込んでいって、それ以降どれだけ待っても母は帰ってきませんでした。広がっていたマナ領域が消えた後、現場から母が連れていたこの子だけが見つかりました。
Even after the mana dissipated, the only thing I found was this little one my mother had brought with her.
ひどく壊れてて、仕組みも何もわからなかったけど、
Flammy
状
was
態まで復元できました。
damaged badly. I didn't know how it worked, but I managed to fix it up to its current
そし
state.
てフラミーが教えてくれたんです。
And then Flammy told me
私と別れた後、母がマナ領域を解消したこと。
that after my mother had left me, she had dispelled the mana-bound area. Flammy also told me about alchemy.
生きてるのか死んでるのかもわからない状態で、言われるままに災害の自己処理を進めてた頃、
It felt like I was neither living nor dead. I just did as I was told and cleaned up in the aftermath of the disaster.
エアハルトさんが私のところに来たんです。
It was then that Chief Erhard found me and told me more.
お前の母親イリーネ・リースフェルトは錬金術師だった。
Your mother, Irene Weistfeld, was an alchemist.
母と同じ素養を持つお前なら、アラディスの高濃度マナ領域を解消できるはず。
If you hold the same qualities as your mother, you should be able to clear the mana-bound areas of the lattice.
調査団はその力を求めているってな感じでした。
The research team is in need of your power. Well, it was something like that.
それで今ここに。
And that's how you ended up here?
私は知りたいんです。
I want to know the
この
truth.
大陸で何が起こったのか。
What happened on
どうして禁忌とされているのか。
this continent? Why was alchemy made forbidden?
母は禁忌を破った悪人だったのか。
And that was my mother a bad person who broke that taboo?
その答えがここにあるはずなんです。
The answers to those questions lie around here. Oh, hey, Clipta.
Howdy.
Hi, Clifton.
Howdy.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. Just made myself some food.
So this actually is not my stream. This is Bryce's stream. I'm just hosting it since he doesn't have a server.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
I do this when he streams in the morning, pretty much as a thank you for being on my streams and helping me with mine so much. Plus, it's just a way for us to hang out.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. In fact, I just remembered. Starry, did you shout yourself out in chat?
No.
Go ahead and do that.
I should do that, yeah. Stream's almost over, isn't it?
There's still a few minutes, but it's getting near the end, yeah.
I mean,
Got him,
if my input counts, I would say I could go another 20 if you can. If you want.
Yeah, well, it just depends. But
I've just showed up.
yeah, but it just depends on how I go. And like I said, I try to end around 11 unless I meet my goal.
This goes without saying, but you're in charge of moderation around you-know-who.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The answers to those questions lie here. Your mother?
じゃあもしかして私たちが助かったのも
Then that might mean the one who saved us was.
私たち
Why does Twitch have a story like TikTok? You know, does every single social media platform need stories? They probably do, because Twitch has one.
Yeah, well...
I never use it.
I don't either, but OC has used it a couple of times, and I know that because I got notification of them.
That girl, you know, I really want to hang out with her. I know that it's hard.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Just a friend, you might say. Just a friend.
I see.
Just a friend, huh?
We didn't know anything about this.
Darling. Far more, though. You're my family. You know this. But I kind of don't differentiate. Because, you know, no real blood family.
だってそれってユミヤのお母さんは私たちにとっての恩人と
She just popped in, is all.
I want rotisserie chicken, not fair. Yum, enjoy every bite. Enjoy every bite, sweetie. Every bite. You know what sounds so good right now? Chicken Alfredo. I want chicken Alfredo with a crap ton of cream and like just creamy chicken Alfredo with garlic.
Hand me that chicken Alfredo.
Thanks. Let's see. I mean, that means your mother might have saved our lives, right?
それって私たちにとってもすごく大事なことじゃん
We can't take that lightly.
Delicious. Oh, this rotisserie chicken. Oh, the dark meat. Oh,
I love it.
No, you're making me hungry. Oh, I love chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yumia, your mother really is important to you, right?
錬金術師だって聞いて最初は驚いたけど
Trust me, I would share this in a
ずっと
heartbeat.
私の目標だった
Yeah, I was surprised when I found out she was an alchemist, but I've always wanted to be like her. It's not like It's not like I saw what your mother did firsthand. I still can't say for sure what is right. Yeah.
そうだな。以前君が言っていた通り、調査団の目的は真実を解き明かすことだ。
But like you said before, the research team's objective is to uncover the truth.
わからないことを知る。僕らはそのためにここに来たんだ。
To find out the unknown, that's our purpose here.
そう言ってもらえただけでも嬉しいです
Thank you, it means a lot to hear you say that.
ねえユミヤもっといろいろ教えてよ趣味とか好きな食べ物とか
Hey Yumia, tell us more about yourself, like your hobbies or your favorite food.
なんで今
Oh, why all of a sudden?
明日好みだってその人を知る材料でしょもっとそういう話した方がいいって私たち
Knowing what someone likes helps you to get to know them, right? We should talk about stuff like that more.
なんか改めて言われると恥ずいっていうかまた今度ね今度
It's a little embarrassing being asked so suddenly. Let's talk about it next time. Yeah, next time.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's some tact. Shit.
自分で知らなきゃどうとか言ってたくせに
You were the... The one who wanted to tell us more about yourself, though.
表情もするんだな。
Don't get to see her make that kind of face every day.
僕が声をかけるべきだった。
I should have said something before.
You're cute.
いいよ別に
It's alright.
And you know it. That's the thing.
Of course I do.
You
捜
better.
査拠点まで戻ろう
Let's see.
話を聞きに行かない
Otherwise, I'll have to remind you how beautiful you are. Don't ever doubt it.
Alright. Now we're just down there, huh?
Just hold a mirror up to your face and go, look at that face. Look at that face.
Oh, hush.
一休みしつつ
You're just as
荷物の
beautiful,
整理とか
Starry.
したいな
Yes.
Alright, so
Yes, I
we're
am.
fine there.
Why, thank you. I'm finally free of corporate America for 2 fucking seconds, so I can actually think.
Yeah.
目的地を選んで
But you'll have to be among them soon enough again.
Will I? It depends. I might just chat for a living. I've decided that, you know what? Like, my bestie was giving me some links the other night and talking about just, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm getting ideas, and they're for offline discussion naturally, but I'm getting ideas, and
Let's see, I want to check out if
I
I
might
can
just
learn
try.
anything.
I forget. I don't have a fishing pole again, do I? No, because I freaking
What's that?
destroyed
Okay,
it.
so nothing here.
Can you do me a favor? Could you please send me a link to resources to, like, default really cute stream backgrounds for, like, just chatting streams? I know it's kind of gonna be really generic at first, but just something I can throw up in that black hole for me and Worm and you and anyone else that wants, just because I really want to get to doing just chatting streams so that we can, like, get this going, because I feel like that's really going to be my main thing, because obviously I can talk the internet off, so much so that I was told in several servers that I talk too much, so clearly I should be using my talking skills to make some income here.
I mean, if you want, you could probably look at Pinterest.
No, if you find a couple really cute ones with my scheme, just send them my way. Just, you really know this, like, stuff. So do I. So do I, but I want your opinion.
Let's see. Rudiger, don't make me Rudiger, don't make me say it again. You're part of the team, so act like it.
Hey, that's a good line. I'm gonna remember that next time staff members act out.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. It's easier for me to act on my own. I'm getting plenty results, so what's the problem?
It is kind of funny, though, how I was fired, and in the very same day I had to do, like, 3 coachings for members, and I was, like, literally, like, fired by a supervisor, and then I was, like, the one in that position, like, an hour later. Like, I am so done to this. I hate the universe. She's so mean to me. Like, why do I always just... It's lucky I can deal with it. Oh.
Results aren't the issue. I know you're accustomed to doing things on your own, but... We're back, Earhard. Oh, the guy from before. Did you collect all the relics from the place on your own?
Hey, Bryce. You might want to talk to your friend later. It's just... Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Whatever. She swore in your chat and everything. I don't know what you want me to do, but...
Well, just delete it.
I'm a little bit not okay with that, and I also don't have the patience.
Yeah.
Fucking Mira.
Oh.
Well...
Who's that again?
That's why I was trying to be on the down low. The whatever this is, it starts with a D. How do I, the mod tools on the phone are horrible.
Yeah. I think you just have to push and hold on it. That's how things go, if I remember right. Oh, let's see.
I'll do it here. I don't know.
Whoa, are you saying that I snatched your glory? We're on the same team, so there's no such thing, right?
I guess it'll be discipline time after stream. Oh.
Yeah. That's not what I'm saying. Going out there solo is incredibly dangerous.
Good because I feel like it would be AI generated, which is the worst part. But I mean, does it matter if it's AI generated?
Yeah, kinda. But
let's see. I don't believe I've introduced you yet. This is Rudiger. I've been looking after him for a while. He's quite an experienced adventurer, but well, as you can tell, he can be a bit difficult.
with AI at this point, why can't we just live?
Yeah, it is kind of overrated, but people are saying it'll be the new thing that we have to get used to.
Most of the time it's just AI generated stuff.
Let's see.
What's it take to find like a little desk in a room with a cute little setup? Can't someone just draw that?
Let's see.
Apparently not.
Back here. I'm sorry that you ended up wasting your time.
別に気にしてないです。みんな無事ならそれでよしってことで。
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine as long as everyone's safe and sound. Let's leave it at that.
この大陸で軽率に動く危険性をこいつにはもっとよく説明しておくべき。
On the same website as the stream sound effects, they might have them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
See, no, I should have made sure he knew just how dangerous thoughtlessly traveling around this continent is.
戻ってきて早々すまないが、ユミヤ、ルトガーが持ち帰ってきた遺物の中に伝送機があった。
I think this is like the closest.
I know you've just gotten back, Yumia, but there was a memory vial among the relics Rudiger found.
そいつの中身を調べてくれない
I
か。
gotta go and mute Mira here. And then I'll let Bryce, you can unsuppress it after your stream and you can coach her however you and her have your thing. But this ain't okay with me.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because someone shows up that you don't like doesn't mean that you go Rambo in the chat about it, and also she causes problems herself.
They sound like a child.
Yeah.
If they're acting like that.
Alright, oh, I'm not gonna be that mean. Alright,
Could
let's
you
see.
yeah, so back to this.
Pause. We'll put her on pause, so I'll wind it all the way down instead of up.
Alright.
Because up would be ban, and you don't want to ban her yet, so now
Fuck
she's
Pinterest, I guess.
Not ready for that front. I'm just at that point where she should be timed out at least.
Alright, I wound it all the way down to pause, which timed her out, and I'm gonna say Mira. Mira. How do you even... I haven't spelled her name in a while. M-I-R-I-A is now timed out.
See. I saw it.
Request.
Okay. Let's see.
There you go, honey. Done. Timed out for the remainder of the stream. You can just handle it on your own next time, okay?
Alright.
And I'll help you however you want. Just tell me what to do when I'm here, and I'm Your wishes.
Alright.
When it comes to moderation.
Let's see, now back to this. Did you check the contents for us?
もちろんです。今はどこに？
Of course, where is it?
異物は管理担当のところに預けてある。一緒に来てくれ。ほら。
And thank you for hanging out, Eclipta. I missed you.
Let's see, the relics were left with the
I
relic.
got by sooner. I just wanted to finish the stream, and I'm gonna also be quiet now so you can actually read dialogue.
Alright. Let's see, the relics were left with the relic manager. Come with me, you too, Ritter. Why me too? Please let me have. Alright.
さっきルトガーが持ってきたあれ。
Just a bit more. Let's see, can I see the thing that Rudiger brought in earlier? Sure thing, Chief.
確かに旧文明の伝送機みたいですね。やっぱり先を越されてたんだ。
This does seem like a memory vial from the past civilization. He really did beat us to the chase.
なんだこれ。価値はありそうだったが使い道がわからん。
So what exactly is that thing? It looked like it might be worth something, but I had no clue what to do with it.
私はわかりますけど。
I know how to use it.
一般人にはわからなくとも当然です。
It is natural that a normal person would not understand. What?
さて、どんな情報が入っているのかな?
Now then, let's see what information is inside.
どうやら中には錬金術師たちの技術研究資料が記録されているようです。
It appears that it contains the Alchemist's research documents.
我々はこの地に根を下ろす。だが、追い求める真理は変わらない。
We shall take root upon this land. However, the truth we seek remains the
せ
same.
めて後世に生きる錬金術師のためにこの研究資料を残すなどと記されています。
We leave this research for the sake of the alchemists of future generations. That is what is recorded.
この中にそんなことが。
So that's what's inside.
なるほど。この資料を詳しく見てみたいです。この伝送機借りていってもいいですか?
I see. I'd like to take a closer look at these documents. Can I borrow this memory vial for a bit? Of course.
錬金術師ってよくわからん道具を使うんだな。
Alchemists sure use a bunch of weird
ク
tools.
ラミーはよくわからん道具ではなく超高性能自立型探索補助装置です。
Flammy is a super high-spec independent servant. A assistance device, not a weird tool.
なんだこいつ。面白いな。俺たち隊員にも貸してくれよ。
Haha, what's with this thing? I like it. Lend it to the rest of us as well.
無理です。この子は代わりが効かないし。
No can do. Flammy is irreplaceable.
だよ。同じ調査団だろ。
Come on, we're all fellow research team members, right?
そんなこと言われても。
Even so.
申し訳ありません。完璧な探索補助装置にも増殖機能は存在しません。
Deepest apologies,
I
even
got a rock.
imperfect survey assistance devices do not have a duplication function.
I got a rock.
一緒に行動すればいいんじゃないか?
In that case, wouldn't it be best if you worked
それ
together?
なら伝送機も一緒に調べられる。この方が調査の効率も上がるだろう。
Then you could both investigate the memory vials. Quite efficient that way, don't you think?
さっきも言った通り、そういう話ならお断りだ。
Like I said earlier, if that's what we're talking about, no thanks. Listen here.
なんだよ。俺は俺の好きなように。
I just want to do things my own.
ちょっとこっちへ来い。
Rudiger, come with me for a moment. Come with me a moment.
あ？なんだ？おい、引っ張るな！聞いてんのか？
What? Wait, don't pull me. Are you even listening to me? Listening to me?
みんなもルトガーのことよろしく頼むな。
Please take good care of Rudiger for me.
well...
BRB.
Okay.
Let's see. Is this alright? And if those are your orders, kind of the same way to go about it, but we'll say this is this alright?
なんか私が言うのも変ですけど、本当に大丈夫なんですか?
Let's see. It may be strange for me to say, but is this really alright?
大丈夫だ。
Completely alright.
大丈夫だ。
Completely alright.
私たち冒険者としては不慣れだし、ここから仲良くしていきましょう。
We aren't too used to being adventurers yet, so I hope we can get along well. I'm not here to make friends. Huh?
ルトが何度も言わせるなよ。
Rudiger, don't make me say it again. I know. I'm babysitting, right? Babysitting?
アイラ、落ち着いて。
Isla, calm down. Did you hear him?
団長、その
Chief, is this really...
昔から言って聞かせてきたんだが、この口の悪さだけは治らんな。
I've scolded him for years, but he's never fixed that mouth of his.
仲良くね。
Isla, let's get head along.
絶対無理。
Nuh-uh. No way. Alright. Check one more time here. It's about time, so I'm gonna try and get to the Atelier. Let's see. Hey, Alchemist.
ユミヤです。名前くらいは覚えてほしいんだけど。
You can call me Yumia. Please at least remember my name.
なんでもいいだろう。それより見せてくれよ。錬金術ってやつを。
Alchemist works. No. Oh, anyway, show me this alchemy stuff.
話聞いてる?
Are you even listening to me, though? I don't mind you showing you some alchemy. If we're gonna be working together, I should at least know what it looks like, right? Yeah. That does make sense, I guess. No, that does make sense. I guess he really is a seasoned adventurer. Still, he isn't afraid of alchemy. This guy's definitely a strange one. In that case, I'll lead you to the Atelier. That's where I can show you my alchemy. Or scratch that. When I get control, I'm just gonna call it, because if I go to the Atelier, they might make me go through more story. Okay, combat party swap. 3 party members can join combat in the front row as attackers, and the remaining party members will join in the back row. You can change the way the party members are arranged to start a battle by going to party on the main menu. During combat, press and hold R2 to swap the character you're controlling with the character in the back row. Once you do so, however, you'll be unable to do the same for other characters for a short time. Make sure to time your swaps strategically. Okay. When blending from the list, you can see a list of traits that can be blended with the trait crystal you have in your possession. Selecting a trait crystal from this list will automatically select the trait crystals that will act as ingredients. This makes it possible to perform the blending without selecting ingredients. Alright. So like I said, I'm gonna save here and call it a day. I thank you all for coming. If you're watching this over on YouTube and you liked it, be sure to leave a like and share this with anybody else that you think might enjoy this. And if you'd like the chance to chill with me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon to hopefully be notified of when I'll be streaming again. And if you're watching this on Twitch, you all know what to do. Speaking of Twitch, let me try to find somebody to raid. Let's see. And try and see who's doing Atelier. Because that might be a nice...
Thank you. May I say my outro now, Bryce?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to my friend Bryce's stream. I'm glad that I could be here. Sorry for a little bit of the trouble in chat. We'll try to get a handle on that before the next stream if we can. Yeah, I hope that you all have a good one and look forward to me streaming tonight. I'm about to have my therapy, so in an hour, and then after that, after 3 o'clock Central, I'll also be streaming for most of the evening. I might drag it out a little longer, but not too much longer, because I gotta work, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Alright, and I found somebody to raid. We are gonna be raiding Buza. I don't know anything about this person, but they're playing the same game as me, from the looks of it. So...
good one to raid then.
Give them my regards and tell them that I'll try to be there when I can. With that out of the way, I thank you all again for coming. Bye!